This is a recommendation video on a sporting performer against an elite athlete. So to start, we'll look at Emma Louise Johnson. Emma Louise's position is a striker. Her strongest foot is her left foot. She's 20 years of age. She's 169 centimeters tall and 54.1 kilograms. Harry Kane. Harry Kane is a striker, a right-footed player, 28 years of age, 188 centimeters and weighs 86 kilos. The first area we're going to look at improvement is shooting accuracy. In order to increase shooting accuracy, Emma needs to start by tightening up her ankle muscles. She also needs to take a longer hop into the kick. So an activity for this would be to get a partner to roll the ball in front of the striker to strike the ball first time. If the ball's on the move, it means the striker has to have a bigger stride in order to reach the ball so that it rolls to their foot when they strike it. By emphasising the follow through and looking where the ball is going, it's going to make it easier for them to aim for the corners and where they want to hit. This can be progressed by adding a defender. By adding a defender, it's going to put more pressure on for them to look more precisely where they're going to kick the ball. So equipment needed for this is going to be a partner, a goal, ball, and some defenders if you get to the progression. Next, we're going to look at penalty shots. So in order to improve penalty shots, we've got an activity in order to take place. So for a goalkeeper to save, it's the hardest points for them to save is the bottom corners, so the bottom left and bottom right corner. So in order to achieve hitting these, a cone or a hoop should be put over these bottom two corners for the penalty taker to aim for. So to start with, the penalty taker wants to aim by passing the ball through the hoops or over the cone. This is going to get them used to aiming for the corners and looking where they're going to be kicking the ball. Over time, gradually increase the pace of the kick to eventually the kick to the full speed that the ball is going to be kicked at. As soon as this has been achieved, the use of a crowd can be used as well as an external source to distract the player. If there's a crowd behind the goal, they might put the player off and make it harder for them to score. So by gradually adding a crowd in, it's going to make it harder for them to score the penalty. So equipment needed for this is going to be a ball, some hoops, and a goal. The heat map. So this is where they're positioned on the pitch. So an activity to help improve where they are on the pitch is to get the striker to receive the ball off one player and pass it back. Once he's passed the ball back, he needs to explosively move into another space where there is no other player and then receive a ball from another player outside the circle. By doing this, the striker is always looking for space away from other players to have more time on the ball to be able to pass it away and find more space. By doing this and gradually incorporating a defender to get in the way is going to reduce the amount of space there is and make it harder for the attacker to get the ball and pass it off. The equipment needed for this is going to be a full team of players stood in a circle with some defenders in the middle eventually, and every ball on the outside of the circle will need a ball. Next is motivation. So an activity to increase motivation is going to be looking at how they look at the sport. So at the level Emma is at, sport is not something that rewards are highly in. So examples such as money and trophies and external sources. So at this level, it is important that the players understand that it's for enjoyment levels. If they don't understand it's for enjoyment levels and want to be playing for money or for any sort of external force, it's going to have a negative effect on the game. And here are the references used within this video.